This session provides an overview of AbleLink's Smart Travel Service. The Smart Travel Service is a travel support service for individuals with cognitive disabilities and others with special needs to be able to access the community in a more independent way. This may include riding the local bus system for individuals to be able to go when and where they want to, or it could be walking instructions or even bike riding instructions for getting into town. The Smart Travel Service Technologies provides remote tracking capabilities to provide peace of mind for both the travelers and their families while the individual is out in the community. The overall goal of the Smart Travel Service is to help individuals transition away from more dependent modes of travel, like having to ride in an agency bus driven by a staff member to go to work or to the doctor, or to have to ride in paratransit, which is fairly expensive and generally not very accommodating to one's schedule, and thus move to more independent ways of travel, like using the fixed route bus system or accessing the community in more independent ways. The service starts with a needs-based virtual assessment where AbleLink works closely with the individual, their family, and other key stakeholders to identify their transportation goals for accessing the local community. For example, the individual might want to learn how to ride the bus from home to work and not have to depend upon a family member to take them there or staff to pick them up. After the initial travel goals are identified, the specific hardware needs that the individual has will be reviewed. This may involve assessing whether their existing smartphone may be adequate for using the technologies that are used in this project, or whether they might need some upgraded hardware. In addition, any waiver options that might be available for supporting the Smart Travel service can be reviewed. After the hardware is in place, the next step is getting the WayFinder app up and running on their device. After the WayFinder app is downloaded and registered, we support the individual through active implementation. This involves helping create those set of travel instructions for the individual to meet that travel goal that has been identified. The Smart Travel service is an ongoing support service, so we provide training as needed, technical support, any software upgrades and enhancements, and also support adapting routes as needed as the individual learns to travel more independently with the Wayfinder technology. It's very common for individuals whose initial goal might be to travel from home to work and then back to home again. Once they get comfortable traveling more independently using the Wayfinder system, they identify other places that they would like to go, like to the ball game, or to the grocery store, or to a local shopping center. AbleLink is there to provide support in creating these new routes or providing the training needed for you to create your own. The key technologies that are part of the Smart Travel service include the Wayfinder app itself, which is used on the individual's own device, could be an Android phone or an iPhone or even a tablet like an iPad. And secondly, the Smart Travel Manager system. This is the system that provides real-time tracking of the individual using the Wayfinder app while they're out in the community. Let's take a look at both of these technologies in a little more detail. With Wayfinder, personalized routes are created that provide step-by-step instructions using pictures, audio, text, and vibration prompts to guide the traveler from their starting point throughout their trip to their destination. In addition to turn-by-turn travel instructions, behavioral support prompts can be incorporated into the route as well. For example, prompts can be incorporated into the route as the individual travels, showing landmarks along the way to help them familiarize themselves with the trip and to get that confidence that they know that they're in the right place. Prompts can also be provided simply to provide reinforcement and support as the individual travels, such as, "Good job, Sue, you're halfway to work." Finally, as the individual approaches their destination, a prompt might be provided to provide them a reminder to look around the seat to make sure that they don't forget anything before they get off the bus. The combination of behavioral support prompts along with the specific travel instructions is part of what makes WayFinder so unique. For bus trips, as the individual nears their destination, a prompt can be provided that says, "Your stop is next. It's time to pull the cord to tell the driver to stop," along with a picture showing the cord being pulled. After the bus stops and the individual exits the bus, instructions can also continue on and provide step-by-step walking instructions to get to the doctor's office or to their job. Another key support feature that's part of WayFinder is a picture-based address book that allows you to touch a picture of someone that you'd like to contact while you're using WayFinder and send a quick text message that includes a location link of where you are at that point in time. In addition, phone calls can be made by simply touching the picture of who you want to call and hitting the Call Now button. While the individual is traveling, WayFinder is also sending location updates to the Travel Manager application to provide peace of mind to family members and other caregivers while the individual is traveling independently in the community. The Travel Manager application is where these trips are viewed. You can view historical trips and also live trips while they are ongoing. As the individual travels to their destination, trip updates are sent to the Travel Manager site to provide useful information to the family member or caregiver. If the individual leaves the travel route, they'll receive a notification that they are leaving the travel route and also be prompted to contact a family member or caregiver for assistance. The caregiver or family member will also receive a notification so they can log in and see what's going on. Assistance can be provided to get back on the travel route, and then the travel instructions will continue as expected. As you can see, this tracking capability and remote communication features within WayFinder are very useful even when no public transit exists, for example, for walking trips into the community, or for using rideshare services like Uber or Lyft. Those will track the individual as they travel in the vehicle and after they get out of the vehicle, if desired. That provides a quick overview of the Smart Travel Service. We look forward to talking to you and answering any questions that you have. We also have online training available on our website at ablelinktech.com. Click on the support link, click on the YouTube channel item, and then select the playlist called the Wayfinder. This provides a set of 4-minute tutorials on how to use the Wayfinder app. But keep in mind that as this service is underway, we work closely with you to provide training and to provide support and help create routes and to know what the different settings are with Wayfinder so you can get the most out of the service and out of the technology. We look forward to talking to you. Contact us at 719-592-0347 or via email at support@ablelinktech.com. Thank you very much.